Hello, you're welcome to this MEP Design Training webinar. My name is Engineer Sean Johnson. Today I'll be talking to you about MEP designs. If you're watching this training, that means you are keenly interested in this discipline. But before we start, may I ask you, are you a mechanical engineer or an electrical engineer? Or perhaps you are a construction professional, or maybe you have a technical design role in your firm. Do you know that MEP design skills will set you apart from your peers who lack the skill? Do you feel you don't have the knowledge to function properly in your role as an MEP personnel? Do you know that MEP design skills will turn you into a hot cake in the job market? Do you agree with me that with MEP design skills, you can begin to get design gigs in the millions if you're in the right circle? Well, if you answered yes to any of these questions, then you are about to get a life changing experience because what I'm about to show you could change your career for the better. But before I go any further, let me introduce myself to you. My name is Engineer Sean Johnson, like I said earlier. I'm the head of projects at Sinto John Company Limited, an MEP engineering company. I have been an MEP engineer since 2008. That's over 17 years plus right now. And I've been current registered for more than 10 years. I'm also a member of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. Now, why does MEP design matter? MEP design is a skill that will set you apart. It gives you a career edge, makes you highly sought after, and unlocks high value job and contract opportunities. And I'm going to prove that to you by a personal story that happened to me. You see, a couple of years down the line, I decided I wanted to network more in the construction industry. So I decided to put out my CV. And inside my CV, of course, I said I put it there that I have MEP design skills. So during the interview, the managing director took note of me and he called me to his office. And he asked me personally, are you sure you can do MEP designs? I said, yes, I can do MEP designs. You mean you can do plumbing layouts, HVAC designs? You can design an electrical panel, load calculations? I said, I can do all that. Wow. He said, oh, very good. Immediately on the spot, he offered me the job with a juicy salary and a car allowance. What gave me that edge? It is my MEP design skills. Out of everyone that came for that interview, I was the one selected because of the skill I possess. And that edge is what I intend to deliver to you today. Now, one other thing that happened, in fact, this happened recently. An architect contacted me on WhatsApp. You can see my screen grab on the top right corner of the screen over there. He said, good morning, Engineer Sean. And he sent me a drawing file. He said, we need MEP drawings and BIMI in 2 weeks. Are you available? And by the way, BIMI means Bill of Engineering Measurements and Evaluations. And I said, noted, sir. Many thanks for the privilege. Then he asked how much. I said, we'll look through and revert in a bit, sir. And I responded to him, MEP complete with BIMI, 6 million is fine, sir. He said, let's do 5 million. And because he's a client that I've always worked with, I said, no problem, we'll work with it. And in less than 2 weeks, I delivered that job, that MEP design. That is what this skill can give to you. So if you don't have this skill, you are leaving a lot on the table. That's what I can tell you. These are real stories that happened to me personally. Okay? Then this one will blow your mind. A couple of years ago, I did an MEP design for a school campus for an organization. And after I did that design, things happened and I moved forward. Couple of years later, I met an architect who now headed the was heading the project department of the organization. And in our discussion, we're discussing, and he showed me the architectural design of a school campus. I looked at it, I said, "So this is my design. I designed these a couple of years." He said, "What? Yes, yes." He said, "In fact, contractors are trying to get on site right now. They've remodeled the whole school campus. The structural engineer has done his part. The architects have done their part, but there is no MEP engineer with design skills that can do the redesign. That could I help them do the redesign?" I said, "Why not? I'll do it." And the contractors were already on site. They needed that MEP drawing with the bills of engineering measurement and evaluation. And I got to work. It was my design anyway. I did what I had to do. And he even gave me some other design jobs, to do for him. I did it because sometimes it's not always about money. It's about the contacts you build. All right. All the skills you have, you don't always have to exchange them for money. Sometimes exchanging them for contacts is even a better premium. So I did the redesign, and what happened? I was invited to quote for the external electrification of the school campus, of course, along with others. But what happened? The architect gave me an award for me. That man there helped us redesign the MEP for the whole school campus. And literally, I got into the good books of the panel. That was how I was given the external education of that campus amongst all of us that quoted for it, that were bidding for it. I got the job, and I can tell you that was a very sweet job because the contract was in the multi millions and the profit was in the multi millions. So believe me when I say MEP design skills opens doors for you. All right, it opens big doors for you. So why have I taken my time to tell you and show you all these? It is to awaken your sensibilities to the fact that what you're about to learn here is not a mere skill, it's a life-changing event for you. So I have been getting requests, from co-engineers and construction professionals to teach them MEP designs. Someone is always asking me, okay, how do I do the load calculation of the cooling load of a commercial space? Or I need this information. Can you teach me how to design these? Getting a lot of requests, and you teach someone today. By next week, somebody is another person is there, and you can't divide yourself into many places. So we sat down in the company and decided, okay, if this is what people are asking for, why don't we create a course that would allow anybody to be able to watch that course and have develop the MEP design skill that can change their life? I'm talking about even someone who is a novice, probably a student, maybe a professional that is crossing fields into construction, or a professional that's already engaged in MEP design that wants to sharpen their skills. We decided that let's create daily recorded video sessions where people can watch at their pace and follow along. That by the end of at least 7 days, even a novice who has never heard about MEP can pick up a laptop and create MEP design with AutoCAD from scratch. We decided that we are going to teach people from just drawing a line to designing complete MEP systems on AutoCAD. Now, what do people have to say about the training? Let's look at this testimonial. I have been looking for this opportunity for a while. I'm an electrical engineer with years of experience, though not in building services. Anytime someone approaches me for building services design, I always give it out. Now I don't have to do that again. In fact, I want to start something serious in the area of MEP design. I believe you are God sent. Looking forward to see you in person after the completion of this course. Now, 2 weeks later, after I sent that message in, Look at what he said. Good afternoon, sir. Please, I need your advice. I got an electrical supervisory role in a building project, more like a consultant. Which how much can I charge per day? I am not used to building service as such. This is 2 weeks into the training. Okay. And I responded to him, this depends on the size of the project really, but you charge per milestone as long as the time frame for achieving the milestone is properly spelled out. Any spillover should also be addressed in the agreement. Okay. Then he sent me the project, an event center. This is someone who did not have an opportunity in the MEP space. 2 weeks after he joined the training, he already got an MEP design job. You remember I said to you, MEP design skills opens doors for you, opportunities for projects, for scaling up. That's what MEP design training does for you. Look at what somebody else says. This one said the 7 days AutoCAD basic and introduction to MEP design training is very impactful. Many new tools were learnt, which hitherto have been delaying the delivery of our job. I said, wow, nice. The training delivery is very fantastic and encouraging, though I will still need to master those new tools so I can start applying them in my new job. That is a professional who is already upskilling. So this is not just for those who have never designed before. If you're already an MEP design engineer and you want to upskill, you want to learn how to use more tools, these are the things that you're going to learn in the training that we have put together. And these are real feedbacks from those who are already in the training. This is saying, I asked someone here, how are you finding training? He said, it's very okay and it's worth its value. Here's somebody else again. He says, good evening, sir. Okay, was asking me a question. How do I zoom in and out without using the wheel? Okay, we had some discussion there because you always have opportunity to ask questions and I will respond to you as quick as I can. Okay. And or even other some of my team members, if I'm not available, some of my team members will respond to you. And he said, good evening, sir. Hello. I said, hello. He said, I am on day 7 now. After this, then what next? I must confess that training is worth it and very interesting, sir. You see, a lot of people have great things to say about the experience with the training. Hear what this person says. He said, I'm about to finish. I said, very impressive. How are you finding the training? He said, very interesting. I'm really enjoying it. That's why I'm eager to continue. I said, great. You will love the core sessions. He said, all right, wish to master it as soon as possible. So if any opportunity come for MEP design, I will not miss out. Now, people, this or they already have an understanding that this skill is going to open new doors to them, and they are excited. All right. So here are the skills you will master when you join the Syntojon MP design training. Okay. So today, yeah, we have AutoCAD fundamentals for MP design. This is for those who don't know anything about AutoCAD. You understand? Maybe you've never touched AutoCAD before. You really need AutoCAD to be able to go through the plumbing sessions. But that's not what our focus today. Our focus today is the mechanical design plumbing core session. Okay. So if you're watching this webinar, I believe that you already know AutoCAD fundament, you know AutoCAD. Okay. And if you don't, perhaps maybe you reach out to the person that sends you this webinar that you want the AutoCAD fundamentals for MEP design, and they can send you the link for that. Okay. So we're focusing on mechanical design plumbing core session, where you master complete plumbing and mechanical systems design for buildings and sites. Okay, you'll be able to design soil and waste drainage layouts, water reticulation, size your tank, size your pumps, water treatment plants, and all. Okay, everything that has to do with plumbing designs. Okay, you are going to master it because you have daily step-by-step videos, and these videos are very short sessions, about 10 less than about 10-15 minute sessions, so that you can follow along. Okay, you learn at your pace, and you don't need any prior experience. You understand what I'm talking about? You don't need any prior experience. Now when we talk about no prior experience needed, and becoming from novice to pro in 7 days. We know what we're talking about. Now, we're not saying you're going to be the best MEP engineer in 7 days. No, of course. I mean, the course stretches to as much as 30 days, of course. But in 7 days, you're no longer a novice. Now, look at what this person has to say. He said, I want to appreciate you for the wonderful training. God bless. He said, I am so happy for growth within a week plus, and I am able to do the design myself, and I'm inspired to do more. Thank you, and the part two of uh, I'll continue to the part two to perfection. Okay. I said this is interesting. Starting from scratch and you can do this in a week. Wow, keep putting in the hard work. I'm happy the train has impacted you so much. You understand? And I said, and you're very smart to learn both mechanical and electrical. Nice one. He said, thanks, sir. So, like I said, there's the electrical, there's mechanical, you can learn both. Okay. Now, this is someone who has never done anything on AutoCAD before, not talk of even MEP designs. Now in 7 days, this is already drafting. Okay, in just 7 days. So when we talk about something, we're not just saying it from the pulling it out of the blues. We are actually telling you what is really happening from the feedback we're already getting. So your concerns are covered. Would this work for me? It's working for someone who does not have experience in MEP designs. Okay, and I also showed you a feedback from a professional, all right, who is looking at the design toolkits, the MEP design toolkit, and it's like, wow. And even new things they are learning that had been delaying their jobs. You saw the testimonial yourself. So this is an opportunity for you to learn or upskill. Okay, like I promised you, I can take you from novice to experience, and from experience to spectacular. All right, and look at what professionals are even saying about it. Good morning. The introduction to the lighting design tool gives more insights into the calculation of fittings, which was being done manually by me. Very interesting and educative. Kudos to the exposure. So he's talking about the electrical design toolkit. Remember, you have the electrical design toolkit, which will give you access to. You have the plumbing design toolkit, the mechanical design toolkit. Of course, we give you access. The mechanical design toolkit helps you to size your HVAC equipment, that's your air conditioning, your duct sizing. Okay, plumbing helps you to size your pipes, as you must have seen in some of my YouTube videos. So this and more. So even if you're designing before, these tools are going to help you design faster and design more efficiently. Now, this talking about also community support. He was beginning to ask me that I hope we will have time at the end of the training to share our past experience on some MP designs we have handled and areas we need more insights on. So he gave me an example. He wanted clarity on this. First, I answered him. I said, yes, that's why the group will be open after certification. I answered this question here. Okay. So there's a support group, like I said, after the training, where and we made it to come up after the training because so that the questions that have already been dealt with in the training will not be repeated in the support group. We want people in the support group who have gone through the training, so now you have like minds to talk to about anything. Okay, a like minds of professional MEP engineers. Imagine that value in not itself is is a premium. Okay, so this you have access to a community where you can discuss professional like this person now. Okay, so that's one of the key things about the Syntogen MP design training and community. So with all the transformative potential of this course, who is this course for? Like I mentioned earlier, students, engineering students, construction professionals, students who are looking to become construction professionals. Also, they are for professionals. Perhaps you're already an MEP designer. The tools I mentioned will make your design more efficient and accurate and even faster. Okay? So even having to calculate and all, you just plug in some variable into the tool and the tool just gives you what you want. All right. It's for engineers, mechanical and electrical engineers in the construction industry. Sometimes some MEP engineers are not very confident of their roles in their organization. Okay, when you have this course, it gives you that confidence you need because it gives you all the information and the details you need. And if by adventure there's something you request, you need, you can also come to the community and you can get, clarity. Construction workers is good for construction workers too. And anyone ready to level up. I told you, with MVP design skills, you can even survive without the salary. I just told you about the design gig, did for about 5 million. Imagine you can get that every month or every week. It depends on the kind of cycle you belong to. All right. Sometimes, of course, it doesn't always have to be 5 million. You can get 1 million here, 2 million there, 3 million there. That is the power of the MVP design skill. That's the potential it carries. And you can even look at more feedbacks from engineers. This says, well done, engineer. In fact, your teaching is very straightforward, concise, and self-learning tutorial you have put together. What great learning materials you have also put together for everyone, especially the toolkit. Besides, you're a great tutor, and I said many thanks for your kind words. More feedback. This one says, good morning, Engineer Sean, and many thanks for the unique professional way in which you have given this training. I have taken about 5 different MEP design courses on Udemy, but none can be compared with Syntogen MEP design training. Thanks once again for the loads of information. I have completed days 8 to 11. Please share link to files for day 12 to 15. Thanks, sir, and best regards. You see, this is real feedback from people. This one says, good morning, engineer. Trust your day is going well. I have a comment for you. Well done on the toolkit. People are excited about the toolkit. And mind you, the toolkit is a separate, it is a separate package, but we're giving you access to it, okay? Because you're part, or you become part of the Synergon MEP design community, okay? He said, I really enjoyed the day 14 session, the 14 sessions 1, 2, and 3 of the load calculation. The lecture was well tailored for understanding. I had to repeat the session twice for a better understanding and mastery. Thank you. I don't regret purchasing the MEP design training. I'm watching out for the later part of the training program. You see, that's people. So sometimes you're thinking in your mind, would this be worth it? I'm telling you, it is. The training is changing lives and changing careers. Now look at what this newbie says. He says, "Thank you, sir. So far, it has been wonderful, like wanting on video 19. Okay, I think I was wondering, okay, he was showing me his progress of work. I said, wow, this is fantastic. I'm so impressed. Well done. And I asked him, trying to understand what you're saying. That's because I was not getting what he was saying. I knew he said, thank you, sir. And he said, I wanted to say thank you. I am now on video 19. You see, this is someone who has never designed before, because what we did was, when you get into the training, first we teach you how to use the AutoCAD tools. And while doing that, we designed a semi-detached, apartment. So this is what they are doing themselves. Now these are not architects. These are just people who want to learn how to use the AutoCAD before now going to understand MEP designs. Okay, because AutoCAD is like a tool we're using to learn MEP design. It's like you want to write and you need a paper to write on. Okay, so that's what. So we just want to teach them the basics of AutoCAD, and that's what this guy has never touched AutoCAD before, and this is what he's doing now. It's so exciting. Now what does this one say? He said, "Good day, happy Sunday. I've started a training some days ago. It was impacted. Well done. I'm presently in days 8 to 11 course sessions part A, and appreciate your Syntogen Toolkit Lighting Calculator. Very impactful, simple, and self-explanatory. That is it. Anybody can, learn MEP designs as long as you're learning it, and the Syntogen community will make it as simple as possible. Okay, whether you're in construction professional or you want to cross from another field into construction, you can pick up MEP designs and doors will begin to open to you. Remember what the doors I told you MEP design opened to me, even as when I was an employee. Okay, I get design gigs in the millions on a weekly or monthly basis, depends on the kind of circle you belong to. Even if you're not a professional, perhaps you're not an architect, an engineer, you can still pick this up and draft MEP designs. When you draft MEP designs, you get into a circle where there are engineers, and you get someone to check it and seal the drawings for you. And that's one of the advantages of when you get into the Syntogen MEP design training course. you are in a community of professionals. So perhaps if you perhaps not a professional, you get professionals to seal the jobs for you, to sign and seal it for you. They look at it, they check it out, they sign and seal it for you. That's one of the things you get with the St. John MEP design community. So when you join the St. John MEP design training, the plumbing course session, you get a step-by-step plumbing design video training that helps you to master plumbing design for real construction projects in as little as 9 days. I mean, you saw the testimonials. People are excited about these. And that's an 80,000 naira value. You get ready built template for plumbing so you can start designing today. All right. That's 50,000 naira value. You get pipe sizing tables that helps you size your hot and cold pressure pipes without guessing. You don't have to guess pipe sizes anymore. You actually design according to relevant code and standards. All right, that's a 50,000 naira value. And most excitingly, you when you've gone through the course, you'll be able to have access to a private community for continued support and professional interaction and mentorship. I mean, there are various opportunities that can come out of this kind of communities. You can get design gigs if you come. You can even get a job opportunities. Okay, so it's so exciting. Okay, this is what students are just always enjoying. So you can begin to enjoy this right now, and that's a total value of 280,000 naira. But guess what? You're not going to be paying 280,000 naira. In fact, this today you are taking off 200,000 naira off the fee, and you're just going to be paying 80,000 naira. All right, 80,000 naira. And I even have a more exciting offer. If you get it as you're watching this webinar right now, if you click the claim offer button below, you're not even going to be paying 80,000. You're going to be paying 72,000. You get another 10% discount of the normal price. You get it at 72,000 naira. And you have lifetime access to the course. It's 100% online. There are video sessions you can watch at your pace, at your time. You have questions, just send a DM. You'll get your questions answered. And when the community is open, you can interact with other professionals. This is exciting. You also get your certificates when you've gone through the course. Okay, so in the next 9 days now, you become a proficient in plumbing design. So take advantage of this offer right now. Click the claim offer button right now. So don't miss this offer today. Click the claim offer button to enroll now for lifetime access. All right, I'll see you in class. Start now. Click the claim offer button.